Hey guys, welcome to another predictions video. Today it's going to be Gamers8 in 2023. Um, Different format to what we're usually used to seeing. Game 1 is always 3v3, then it's a winner's or loser's choice, then 3v3, then it's so on and so forth. So before I really get into it, before I start rambling, we're just going to get into it. Juries, I think. So this really comes down to outside of threes, because threes is obviously going to be oxygens. So I reckon that probably goes 3-0 there, with oxygen winning the 2v3s and winning the twos or the ones, but I likely think it'll be twos and they still win that. But Optic Gaming Gladiators, this has got to be Optic. I just don't think there's enough time for them to pick. You know what? I'll give them one, because I think OSM will do really well in the 1v1s for Gaming Gladiators, but I don't think they'll. That's only one game you're able to win there. FaZe Clan, despite the poor. Saying that, they have got Chrome replacing SIP. So you maybe give threes to Pioneers, 2v2. It'll be a 3-2 to Pioneers, but it'll be close because Pioneers are winning both 3v3s. Are these all game 7s? Group stages are best of 5, okay. Furia shouldn't be losing to Limitless. Yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. Into Group B and D, Twisted Minds, beating 3v3. Yeah, I don't think they lose a game in any game mode to them. Ninjas in Pajamas, Monkeys having Raziers. Do you give Ninjas in Pajamas? I think you give Ninjas in Pajamas, but that's a close one as well. Version 1, Version 1, despite the poor kind of form they've had, I really think in twos it's Daniel Beast Mode. They win the twos, they win the ones. The threes is the only thing you maybe say no. But I'll give him one, but I don't think it'll be too close. And Team Secret, I think Koi are actually decent, so I'll say it goes to 5. But ultimately, all seeded teams or higher seeded teams win there. Back over to Group A, Vitality are better in all areas of the game. G2 Esports, after their form at Worlds, I'm gonna give them that. But yeah, it'll be a close one. Very, very close. Carmine Core, better in threes, better in twos. 1v1 is maybe where they get shot. I'll give one game to FaZe here. And Falcons Furia. Falcons take the threes and twos. The only thing they might not take is ones. So I lean on the side of another 3-1. Nothing too like crazy or predicted so far, but early days in the bracket. BDS better threes, better twos, and then ones is something I could take, but I think fucking Twisted Minds don't even take the ones because they've not really got a high profile ones player on their team. Gen G dominate in every facet of that game. The only thing I can maybe see them losing is twos, but the ones is all abject. But Team Liquid version 1. Threes is for version 1, Team Liquid. Twos could be Team Liquid again. ones. I'll give it 3-1 to Liquid. I think ones is where version 1 will probably make their money with Daniel. Rule 1 secret should be Rule 1 easily. Having the best 1v... I'd say one of the top 2 1v1ers in Rawas. Lower bracket now of Group A, Ground Zero Optic. I just don't see a way that Optic lose a game to any OC, and same here. Is that really how that works? They'll essentially just play them again after losing. So Oxygen. So we did those two. We'll do these bottom two here. Lower bracket, lower quarterfinals. Pioneers. Yeah, I just don't see OC doing well. They had the worst performance at Worlds ever. And this too, like, Limitless, I don't know really even who they are, but they're not good enough to take any games off. Elevate, Ninjas in Pajamas. The ones player for them, you maybe see Vert or Kami. I don't like it for them. I say Ninjas in Pajamas go through. Twisted Minds, Monkeys. This is going to be very close as well, but I'm taking Twisted Minds. They just are the better team right now. You've not seen really much out of Monkey. Oh, Razier's those for the ones. But yeah, but I say everything else you probably give to Twisted Minds. Saw Team Secret. Saw being Mike Boy, Phil, and not Oli Hibbs. Their ones player probably being. I think this is a secret win, to be honest. I'll give them the 2v2, but I don't think they really go far. Koi version 1. 2s and 1s is where version 1 will make their money. But they need to win at least 2 3s. I go 3-2 version 1. This is a very kind of boring bracket so far, but upper bracket final, Team Vitality, sweep, G2. I maybe give them a 2s game, but I think Vitality will be pretty comfortable in winning that. On to Carmine Core Falcons. I reckon probably 3v3 is definitely Carmine Cores. 2v2 could be Falcons. 1v1 could be Falcons. This is, I think, where I'm going to put my first upset in Falcons going through. I think they're better in the 2s and 1s. And they're probably good enough to take a game with Noapo, or Nobu, as it's pronounced. So I think that's where I'm going to have a wee bit of an upset. Team BDS Gen G. 3s, who do you give it to? BDS. 2s, who do you give it to? Toss up 1s. Oh, it's close either way. But because BDS are better in the 3s and there's more 3s, I'll give them the nod. Liquid Rule 1. 3s, I guess you could say it's pretty close. 2s, also pretty close. 1s is where Rule 1 really take it. I'm going to have Rule 1 going through here as well. I think Rule 1 and Team Falcons, just with the presence of a high level 1s player, is so good. And especially in this format where you do more game modes. Back to Group A. Optic Gaming, Oxygen. 3s. Optic. 2s. I say it's close. Ones, you got AJ. It's gonna be an exit for Oxygen. I'll give Oxygen something, maybe a twos game, but I don't see them going very far. I'm just gonna complete these groups now. G2 Esports, Optic Gaming, recency bias for the threes, twos, very close, ones. Oh, this could be G2 out, you know. I'm gonna give it G2 actually. Recent form in threes pulls them through, and they're able to win the twos. Whereas Optic win the two 1v1s. Okay, FaZe, Furia. Furia take the threes because of Chrome. Twos is Furia's as well. Ones is FaZe Clans. No, or not even FaZe Clans because you have Yan. I'll give him it anyway, but they're gone. Carmine Corp, better in threes. Probably similar in twos. Ones goes to Furia, but you have more threes, so it's going to be a close one. Don't see them getting out. The reigning champions are now gone. Ninjas in Pajamas, Twisted Minds. Better in threes. Oh, it's so close. I'm going to give it Twisted Minds. Home advantage as well. Does play a little bit. That's probably what tips it. Like, it was either way. Genji, better in threes. We've seen this matchup in the World Championship. Better in threes. Probably better in twos. Better in ones. I'll give that a resounding victory for Genji. Secret. Threes. You can probably give Secret the nod. Twos, you give version 1 the nod. And ones, you give version 1 the nod. But with... I think version 1 are good enough to win one of the three threes games in the scenario. And they win the ones and twos. Team Liquid, version 1, 3v3 is quite easily liquids, with 2v2 probably being liquids as well. Being very close because it's damn beast. But 3-1 and liquid are through. So that completes our group stage with, in Group A, qualifying is Team Vitality G2. Group B is BDS Gen G. Group C is Team Falcons Carmine Core. And Group D is Rule 1 Team Liquid. Now into playoffs. Hefty prize money for this tournament. Best of 7. Threes is liquids, or threes is vitalities. Twos, probably say, is pretty close because Atao Oski is pretty deadly. And ones is definitely Zen's. So I say 4-2. Team Liquid are out, unfortunately. BDS Carmine Core. BDS here. I would say you give threes to Carmine Core. They looked quite good against Vitality. They gave the best fight. So I'll give threes to them. Twos, I'll give to BDS, but Carmine Core are better. And the ones, I would say Vitality's looked quite good. I would say we'll make this a close game because we think it will be, but Carmine Core edge out. Team Falcons G2. Noapo being the new addition here kind of makes things a bit different. Because you probably give G2 the threes. Just because they haven't been a team so long, have Falcons. Twos you definitely give to Falcons. Ones you definitely give to Falcons. I think Falcons should quite handily take them out. And Rule 1 Gen G, 3s is definitely Gen Gs. 2s is probably Rule 1s, and so is Rule... Do I have Amina here? I quite like Gen G to do well here though. Am I predicting Rule 1? Whatever it is, it's going to be that. We say Gen G ticket. Falcon, Team Vitality Carmine Core. 3s is Team Vitalities. 2s you'd maybe say could be Carmine Cores, and 1s is definitely Vitalities again. So yeah, I think Vitality definitely take it. Team Falcons Gen G, 3s you give to Gen G, 2s you definitely give to Falcons, and 1 is you'd probably say TRK or Nowapo or Nobu against Jack. It's probably gonna be Gen G, to be honest. Yeah, because there's so much more 3s in this than there is any other game mode. Vitality better in 3s by a mile. 2s probably by a mile. 1s, it's gotta be another thing. I'll give them a game, but it's just Vitality are your Gamers8 champions, everyone. Like, the 3s, being good at 3s means if you go to game 7 and you're winning every 3s game, you've won the series. It doesn't matter what your 2s do. But having Zen Alpha or Zen and 1s, you know, I don't think you lose. I just don't see a scenario where you lose. So yeah, I reckon it's another event win for Vitality here. And yeah, just before I go, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to promoting this video to everyone else, as well as commenting down below what you thought and what videos I'd like to see from me, of course. But that has been my predictions, Vitality champions. Appreciate you watching. Peace.